Hi, this is Sasha. You're watching Mini PC Pro TV, and today we're taking a look at the HP 2133 Mini Note. Over here we have the 1 GHz version. It's using the VRC7M CPU, and when you remember all the videos that we've done so far about the EPC, the OpenBook, the MSI Wind and whatever, I think right now we have a device that we can definitely call the business class of the mini notebooks and netbooks. Just take a look at the case. Over here we have the power on and off button. Here's a status LED for the hard disk. Over here you can switch your Wi-Fi on and off. And one of the main difference to all the other mini notebooks and netbooks, we have a mini PCM CIA, oh no, not a mini one, but a PCM CIA slot. There's an SD card reader, USB 2.0 Ethernet connector, power connector, again a Kensington key lock, and VGA out, another USB 2.0, and an audio out, and the microphone in. So in terms of manufacturing quality, just the finish of the case, I mean that's aluminum over here, and it feels very solid, very sleek, timeless design. So let's see how it looks like when we open it. There we go. What you immediately recognize is it's a glossy display. So a lot of people were complaining about this. I have to admit that I'm using a Dell Inspiron 700M with a glossy display for about 2 years, and I'm absolutely fine with it. Of course, I'm sitting in a room with lots of light under the roof, so I have a little mirror effect right now. It's an 8.9 inch display. The main difference, in my opinion, and the big advantage of the HP 2133 is the keyboard. The keyboard size is offering you 92% of the standard size keyboard. So when you compare this to an EPC, you really think you're in heaven, because you can hit all the keys perfectly, especially for people that are writing a lot while they are mobile, while they're doing mobile computing. I guess that's a device they've been looking for. The touchpad is also a little bit different, and that means we have the left and the right mouse key next to the touchpad and not underneath it. That's a kind of design that Acer is also using right now with the Acer Aspire 1 netbook. So let's start the system. We have a pre-installed Windows XP. Don't know if it's a home or professional edition. We might find that out soon. It's a Windows XP Professional that is starting right now, so we can see how the boot up time works out, how fast it can boot up. There we go. I can see me in the mirror with the cam. Okay, pretty reasonable boot time. I mean, that's a system, a lot of pre-installed software on it, and I'm pretty sure if we're going to do a tweaked version of Windows XP with Nlight, that boot time or that boot up time can improve a lot. So well, you have to keep in mind that this is only a VRC7M with 1 GHz. So how about starting a Microsoft Office over here? because I can't do any benchmarks on it right now. Let's get the Office Word 2007. Of course, it's also not using an SSD card. This is a standard hard disk drive. I'm not sure right now if it's a 10.5 inch or a 1.8 inch. But it boots up Word 2007 pretty fast. The desktop itself feels very responsive. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Oops. There we go. And let's see if we have over here any kind of media files that I can show you. How's that? Let's play a song. Let's play a little MP3 song to check out the quality of the speakers. So that actually sounds pretty good, especially when I'm comparing this to my new EPC 901, which has this big Dolby Soundroom logo on the case. I have to admit that the HP 2133 Mini Note sounds a little bit warmer than the EPC 901, so I'm quite happy with this. I have to admit that I sometimes have some problems with the touchpad, but maybe it's a matter of my fingers right now. In general, I have to tell you, in terms of manufacturing quality, the HP 2133 Mini Note is by far the best netbook that you can get for your money. I'm sure, or let's say, I hope that we will see the 2133 also with a new VR Nano CPU, which should be a big improvement in terms of performance. Anyways, I can't recognize any lack of performance, any lack of speed, and any issues, even with this 1 GHz version. It looks very responsive. Boot up time is okay. The way the Microsoft Office 2007 Word started up was pretty fast. So I think the HP Mini Note will be one of the main competitors for the Asus EPC, the MSI Wind, and the Acer Aspire 1. So more benchmarks on the Mini Note and more decent reviews are coming up as soon as we are able to get our hands on one of the review samples.